טוב, סיום סדר נושים, Bocher, it's not bar mitzvah yet. He looks 18, but he's not bar mitzvah yet. Just obligation for a person to see what a person can achieve before bar mitzvah to finish seder noshim. Nishla, in a special tefillah, it's Erev Rosh Chodesh Sivan for the children. This year is the question to do it on Shabbat, because Erev Rosh Chodesh or tomorrow. The tefillah, usually, special bakashot we don't do on Shabbat. Usually. Special tefillah. Okay. Simple explanation is because we got the Torah. So we want our children to be on the path of Torah, to go to yeshivot, to know the Shas. So Shlomo said, that's simple explanation. Let's see parasha. The curses. How to believe few of the curses. How to believe. One of the curses, "Achaltem esav nechem." Hashem said, if you don't listen to me, one day you can eat your children's flesh. And actually, Yirmiyahu Navi says it. It will happen for destruction of first Beit Hamikdash. How is it possible? How is it possible? It's hard to believe such a thing. No matter what you think, there's salvation. Is it possible for you to put your child in a pot? Just thinking about it, it's impossible. Impossible. Rather die. Who can do such a thing? The way the Midrash, the Gemara describes, people used to divide the flesh of the baby between people. Amin Dada, I remember him. Zecher Rasha Livracha. Amin Dada used to eat children. How is it possible? Say, I understand. Okay, you don't behave, but there's a limit. There's a limit. Don't do such a thing. Hashem writes it in the Torah, and it did happen. I don't understand how Hashem wrote it in the Torah altogether. But if Hashem wrote it already, it's going to happen. And it did happen. Hard to believe. The Gemara tells us you should know the secret. The mitzvah to get married is not to get married. The mitzvah is to have children. And the mitzvah is not to have children. The mitzvah is to spread Torah. Because you have children, you spread Torah. If you send your son to university or to Torah college, defeat the purpose of life. Hashem did not want you to have children to go to college. Is it possible to think like this in your head? It's lack of education. If a person knows the Gemara, the Shas, the Zohar, you never think about it to go to college, to go to high school. You learn all this nonsense. How old was Napoleon when the first time he put shoes on? Wasted time. Wasted time. Yeah. Even math, you don't know. All this other nonsense. But this is not just wasting time. It's against creation. It's against creation. Hashem wants you to have children. And that's really the secret the Gemara says. Hashem was about to give us the Torah. Hashem asked us, the Torah is a very dear thing. How do I know you're going to use it? I know you're going to obey it. And they said, whatever they said, the Gemara says, at the end, they said, we promise our children. We guarantee with our children. And Hashem said, because of your children, I give you the Torah. It means we guarantee the Hashem that we're going to teach our children Torah. Now, if you don't teach them Torah, so then when you eat them, what do you mean you eat them? It goes back inside you. That's what it means. You produce something, you have a baby, but the baby, the purpose of the baby is to go to yeshiva to learn. You don't teach him Torah, so eat him. It means he goes back into the thing. There's something in Kabbalah. It's called Chok Shimur HaChomer. Eventually, everything gets recycled, not just bottles and paper. Everything gets recycled. So that's really the secret over here. The Shla said you should do tefillah Rosh Chodesh, not because Hashem gave us the Torah, because I want to teach my child. Because the world stands, the Gemara says, on Hevel Tinokot Shel Bet Rabbah. The world stands on the children's Torah. And the reason is because that was the purpose of the creation. Hashem told Adam Rishon, first mitzvah, get married, have children. So why have the children? Why have the children? Because the purpose in life is to spread Torah. And you can't spread unless you have a child. Because what you say is not enough. You have to multiply and have more and more and more and more. It's not more because you need more children, because you need more Torah. Excuse me. That really, what the Gemara says, the best bracha that you give somebody. What's the bracha you give? Yeah. The Gemara says the best is like the story somebody went next to a little spring, was a tree, ate from the tree, and says, what bracha should I give the tree? The fruits that you have should be like you. Have more fruits, the fruits should be like you. Bracha, the Gemara says, the best bracha to give somebody, שפעותיך כמותך. The fruits should be like you. Multiply fruit. Teach more, learn more. If other people do it, that's the best bracha. Actually, Chaim Kanievsky, when he wrote us a letter, when we had Tzima Shas, Eliyahu Zagari, he wrote us a letter. The letter said, the bracha that I give, that's the bracha. Bracha that, this is the Gemara in Tanit, כי פירותיך כמותיך. אילן, במאה וחקר. It says, how do you bless somebody? That he and his children should learn, multiply Torah, Torah, Torah. And that's the Gemara says, Shavuot is Yom Adin. Yom Adin, Hashem judges the world. But if judgment of Rosh Hashanah. Hamim say, no, Hashem judges you to see if you multiply Torah. Because Shavuot is not just a cheesecake, it's also cheesecake. But Shavuot, the Chag that I gave us, is because He gave us Torah. No, He didn't give us the Torah. Hashem gave us the Torah because we promised our children to learn Torah. So therefore, Shlomo said before Shavuot comes, before Chodesh, promise Hashem. Tell Hashem, yes, I want my child to learn Torah, not because I want my child to learn Torah, because it's my obligation. I would like to feel my obligation. And that's what Hashem does on Shavuot to say. Shavuot to see if you're up to that thing. So where is this son? Which yeshiva? Where he goes? To north, south, east, west? Where is it? Which college? Where do you go? Where does the child go? I didn't give you children to have children. I don't understand it. I gave you children to study Torah. That's how Chachamim say that. That's what happened to Noach. Noach came out of the Teva, the recreation of the world. The world is starting. He said, you know what? I need another son. I have only 3. They're over 100 years old. I need somebody, young. I said, no, why do you need him? Because, I needed somebody to help me. For this. That's what happened to Noah. Ham came and Canaan and said he cannot have no more children. Finish. Out of the history, forget about it. What about Noah? What happened? He got drunk. He didn't get drunk. He said he wanted to have a child just to be his servant. That's not the purpose of your children. Bring me here, bring me here, take me here, drive me here, but that's not your children. Pick me up from the airport. You're on yeshiva. You take your son to pick up in the airport. What happened? Walk from the airport. Walk from the airport. Who asked you to go wherever you want? Who asked you? No, you went to some. So who asked you to wait? Who asked you to go? Who asked you? You went over there to pick up your son from yeshiva. He should drive you. What kind of business is this? My son should do this. He goes, come with me here. Come with me. So what business is this? Your obligation is a child to learn without stopping. He has no obligation. He has no yoke on his head. Let him learn Torah. That's what you promised on Sinai. Not because he got to do it. The world stands, says the Gemara, on the learning of children, of little children. Baruch Hashem, we have a big schut. Hashem said, to learn how to teach, how to educate. זכות התורה יבוא משם במדינה. אמן!